Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about the Batman film and some possible sequel villains that could make their returns, or their debut. Jumping right in this film, we see that the District Attorney, Gil Colson, was murdered by the Riddler. He was the guy that had the bomb strapped to him and was corrupt, as we come to find out. This would be an easy segue into the introduction of Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face, because he is very well known to be Gotham's District Attorney, and now that position is clearly open. So it already seems likely that Two-Face could be a potential candidate. On that same note, another more grounded villain that would be similar to the Riddler was teased in this film. The reporter that Thomas Wayne wanted Falcone to take care of had the last name Elliot, and the word hush appeared across the screen during that same sequence. Now, as you may or may not know, there is a Batman villain named Hush whose real name is Thomas Elliot. So we could be seeing a sequel where he is clearly upset with the Waynes because one of his relatives, his father, grandfather, whatever, was murdered, and so he would want his revenge. He would want the truth uncovered, just like the Riddler. Now, going off of what Matt Reeves has said, in a recent interview, he revealed that he would be interested in trying to find a more grounded version of Mr. Freeze, because he sees it as a challenge to try and ground this character, as he's done with this whole film. Back to another scene that was in this movie. Near the end, we see that Batman has taken a devastating blow, and to help him recover, he seems to take some kind of form of adrenaline. But considering that some people believe it had more of a greenish tint to it, it could be known as Venom in the comics, which is what the villain Bane uses to give him his strength and size. Which would make a little bit of sense because it did seem to give Batman at least some kind of boost, enough to where he almost beat that guy to death and everyone had to stop him. And then the big surprise cameo where we see the Joker in Arkham Asylum. That was a clear and apparent cameo, and while director Matt Reeves has said that he is unsure of where the Joker will come back at, whether or not he even will, this scene was still pretty big in the movie and it needs some explaining. So, even if it's a TV show, it could be the next sequel movie, or he could be in the next movies. The Joker is most likely going to come back, especially since he has quite a few deleted scenes that never made it into normal theaters. Which means Matt Reeves has put quite a bit of thought into this Joker. And last but not least, Pattinson himself has said that he would like to see the Court of Owls show up in one of the sequel films, and that he thinks it would be likely. This would connect more with the sins of his parents and even a higher power around Gotham than Falcone, which, in my opinion, would be a great, trilogy set of villains, just to kind of bring things more full circle. But that's just a few of the villain setups that I noticed in this movie and that people have been talking about. Let me know if I missed any, if you saw or think that there were any other references, and let me know down in the comments below. And that's that. See ya.